Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Sports Talk with me, Recap, man. It's been a while. It's been I think a week or two since I posted on here. I made a few videos, but then I didn't get a chance to post them, and I saw the stuff that I wanted to talk about, and ESPN and Fox Sports reported it. So there was no point for me to report it then because I took so long to do that. I know my brother joked, said, "Hey, are you gonna be able to still do your podcast?" We have to find time, man. I am super busy. There's a lot going on. But it's been busy doing some stuff, so we were able to come on here. But I just wanted to, a couple people just messaged me, say, "Hey, they know that I'm a Yankee fan. They asking my thoughts on Juan Soto going to the Mets instead of staying with the Yankees." I think that from what I know, of course, the Yankee fleeced the Mets. Really, they forced the Mets to go big, to do something that the Mets would normally do. Now, if you look at it with Juan Soto, he's a good player. Is he a $765 million player? No, hell no. He is not. He is not. But Juan Soto, the Yankee knew Juan Soto wanted to stay in New York with his family. That's a fact. He wanted to stay here. He didn't want to go anywhere else. So from the Padres, from the National offer him, $400 something million because they know that, okay, yeah, he's a solid player. The same way Derek Jeter was a great player, but he wasn't an Alex Rodriguez type money player, which is why Yankee never give him that type of money. They give him what he was worth. But in today's market, baseball players, of course, the same way with the NBA players, you get those max contracts. There's a lot of players getting max contract. You see 76ers give Tobias Harris a max contract. He was not a max player, but because of the market he was in, they overpaid for him, which they should not have done that. So for Juan Soto is not a $765 million player. Now the problem is with the Yankees. The Yankee organization have certain criteria, certain thing. When you join the organization, it doesn't matter from the janitor to security. It doesn't matter from the cooks, chefs, sous chef, whatever it is. You work for the Yankees. You have to. There's a certain thing you have to follow. They have a lot of rules because it's a rich culture. It's a rich organization. I'm not saying that the other organizations aren't rich, but it's just that the New York Yankees is a certain thing that they ask for, right? A certain criteria. You have to do this. You have to shave. If I work for the Yankees, I'll have to shave from a contractor. Any vendors who work for the New York Yankees, you have to clean shave. They don't. That's part of their contract. That's something that George Steinbrenner put in place. The moment he bought the Yankees, he changed the culture. He said, "Hey, this is what we're gonna follow. This is what we're gonna do," and it worked for them. And players who come here, it worked for them with their family. Now Juan Soto, I'm not saying that Juan Soto didn't follow those guidelines. He did, but the problem is he wanted his chef, his wife and kids. They were restricted from certain area. His wife and kids wanted to come in to the facilities, to use those facilities. Of course, they have state of the art. They have the best in class, gym. They have all they have the machine that if a lot of teams have it, right? When you get hurt, they have those chambers to be able to get you back, and so they have all that stuff. So his wife wanted to have those access. His family wanted to have those access, and security, the head of security, restrict them, saying, "No, you can't have those access." There's a certain area they wanted to be able to walk to, and they restrict them to this access. So throughout the season, Juan Soto didn't like that. He did not like that. Coming in with the Yankees, of course, the Yankee knew they had to, when he came here, they had the opportunity to bid for him But if you look at the Juan Soto's numbers, the best numbers he had since 2018 to 2024, being in the league, right? Best numbers he ever had was with the Yankees. Second year, 2019, he hit 35 home run with the Nationals. And then he hit the year before he joined the Yankees with San Diego, he hit 35 home runs. So 41 home runs he's hit. That's with the Yankees. Yankees have a ballpark for him, perfect for him. Him going to the Mets. hey, good luck, because your security blanket, is no longer with you. Aaron Judge, was one of the reasons why Juan Soto was able to dominate the way he did. If you look at it, right, for all the Mets fans, I want to let you know this: that's $765 million you give Juan Soto, plus $75 million sign-on bonus you give him. You're gonna regret it. If you look at it with the Nationals in 2019, right? 2019, he hit 35 home runs. Who was his security blanket, right? There was always a player on the team that he's been, right? There's always a player on the team that he's been where that player is feared. So, so he benefited from a lot of that. When you walk Aaron Judge, of course you pitch to him. You know what I mean? So of course you're gonna pitch to him, whatever. You're giving him the pitch just to get him out of there, because you don't want to face Aaron Judge. You know what I mean? You don't want to load the bases, so you swing. You pitch to him. You let him hit something. Hopefully there's a pop up. Yeah. So he was lucky to all those match up. Happy to be in his favor, right? So you look at it from the Nationals in 2019 when he hit 35 home runs. You know what I mean? Who did he have on that team that was fair, right? You look at it with San Diego when he hit 35 home run. Who did he have that was fair? Well, you know what I mean? Last year, this year, whatever. This year it's still 2024 with the Yankees when he hit 41 home run. Who was on the team that was fair? Aaron Judge is fair. So everywhere he's been, those three teams. So now who's in the Mets? You look at the Mets organization. You look at the ball club. Who's in there that's fair? Nobody. Now, if he went to the Phillies, I say, all right, you have Mike Strider in there that's feared, so he's gonna benefit from that. But there's no one in the Mets organization and the Mets ball club that's feared for him to come in and dominate. No one. So when you look at it, there's nobody there. So you overpaid, and the Yankees know. They had to talk with him. He wanted to stay in New York. He didn't want to move his family. It's school. Kids are in school. A lot of you guys don't understand. When you have kids, there's a lot of situations that you stayed in. You stay in that situation. You stay in that situation because of kids. Because you have kids, you don't wanna uproar, do all the stuff. You put your personal thing aside just for your kids. You know what I mean? A lot of us do that. You look at it, whether it's a relationship, a job, hey, I no longer worry about that anymore. But I'm just saying. But when you look at it, there's a lot of jobs that I could have had, but I look at I got to move my kids, or the older kids. I knew that I still want to be around, so I didn't take those positions because they were out of state. The other kids wouldn't be able to see me like that. I wouldn't be able to see them like that, and I didn't think it was fair to do that. So it's a sacrifice we all make. We all make those sacrifices and say, hey, this is not going to work for us. This is not going to work for our family. So we elected to stay where we are. It's the same thing in a relationship. You may not be happy in that relationship, but you know what I mean. But you say, hey, because of the kids, you're gonna stay in. You're gonna stay. You stay. You know what I mean. A job you comfortable with. Yeah, you could get more money elsewhere, but you look at it. Hey, you know what I mean. The headache. You're gonna go somewhere else, start fresh. So you stay. You know what I mean. So now I'm not saying that Juan Soto settled. I'm not saying that he settled with whatever. But the situation is he was not happy. Security weren't giving his wife, his family access to the Yankee facility. Of course, they restricted his family. And other team give those access. But the Yankees are, the Yankees are juggernaut. They're a powerhouse. It's not about the player. It's not about one player. It's about the team. So they do what's best for the team. And the head of security, of course, he did his job. And I'm glad he did. And that's what you look for. Somebody that's going to safeguard your assets. And you know what I mean? The Yankee look, they look at it, not just for the facility itself, but there's certain thing, email, website, certain thing that, allegedly Juan Soto's family, his chef, they want access to certain things, and they said, wait a minute, you're not an employee for us to give you these access to, whatever our files, whatever it is, our computers and stuff like that. They weren't allowed to be able to use it. Hey, you bring your own laptop, do the Wi-Fi, but I'm not giving you access to our servers or whatever. So there's a lot of things they didn't want to do. But security, the head of security weren't willing to do that. Juan Soto was not happy because, of course, he had those access in San Diego. They made it for his family. He had it with the Nationals. They made it for his family, of course. But the Yankees said, well, it's not about a player. It's about the team. And now Juan Soto leaving to go to the Mets. The Yankees offer him 16 years. You know what I mean? They offer him, 760 for 16 years. They knew he wasn't going to take that money. And the Mets, from the conversation they had, the Mets was the one that wanted him. So what they did, they say 16 years, 760, right? And the Mets went crazy. The typical Mets, man, they went crazy. And the Mets are still paying Bobby Bonilla, by the way. Bobby Bonilla been retired for 20 years. The Mets are still paying him. Robinson Cano, all those guys still being paid. So, so you know what I mean? So the Yankee knew that. They look at it. Look at that. Aaron Judge turned down the Padres. He could have an additional $400-something million, right? $415 million, $420 million, from the Padres to stay with the Yankees. He took less money. Aaron Judge's contract right now, he's the 7th in Major League Baseball right now. I mean 5th. You look at it. You have Juan Soto right now at 765. He's the highest paid player in Major League Baseball. Second, you had Ohtani at 700 million. You know what I mean? Third, you have Mike Trout with 426 million. Then you have Mookie Betts at 365. You have Aaron Judge at 360. You have Manny at 350. You have Lendo at 341. So Judge could have had Judge could have had he left $450 million on the table, $415 on the table to stay with the Yankees for less money, because you're looking at it. Yeah, you have all this money, but no ring. Juan Soto had an opportunity to take the ring. Aaron Judge told him, yo, you look at it, he averaged 288 last year, right? That's his best. 288 41 home run, right? RBI 109, OPS 989. So he had those are great numbers. Those are good numbers. Those are solid numbers for a solid player, right? But they weren't great numbers. They were good numbers, but they weren't great for $765 million, 50-something million a year. He's not worth that money. The Nationals knew that. The Yankees knows that. But he told the Yankees he wanted to stay in New York. He wants to play for the Mets because the Mets organization, the ownership, came to see him with his wife, all that stuff, to give him full access. They're willing to give, so the Mets willing to give him full access. His family do whatever he wants to be the star player on the team. And who else they're gonna get? So the Mets organization, the typical Mets. I know Mets fans are super excited, of course, but it's the typical Mets, because the Mets will win and then they fall down. When it matters, they choke. So for Mets fans, you know what I mean? For Yankee fans, we were like, yo, deuces, peace out. I'm a Yankee fan. You know what I mean? I'm a Yankee fan. Hey, I didn't want him to get Juan Soto that $760 million. I sent an email. Hey, I sent an email to the organization. He is not worth that kind of money. The fan, I understand, Yankee fan. We used to 27 all this championship we have. You know what I mean? We used to the lifestyle, so we understand it, but we're not going to overpay for a mediocre player. I'm not saying, you know what I mean? Come on, so we're not overpaying for that. Almost $1 billion. You think we're gonna pay $1 billion now? Aaron Judge, yes, you're gonna pay that kind of money, but even Aaron Judge, he's a regular season player. He's a regular season player. When it matters in the playoff, October, when it matters, he's gone. So even him, I wouldn't, for regular season, okay, but not almost $1 billion. You're gonna pay a player of Juan Soto to stay with the Yankees, knowing that you're not giving him access. You're not letting him do what he wants. With the Yankees, when you work for the Yankees, there are rules. Everybody has to follow those rules. So you're not gonna let one player dictate what's going on. Hey, by the way, before I continue, right, I want to give a shout out to Russell Wilson. The Denver Broncos paid Russell Wilson $84 million to go away. Right? They paid him $84 million to go away. They were trying to tell you, well, Sean Payton was trying to tell you Russell Wilson was washed up. Sean Payton was telling everybody. He embarrassed the guy. He did a lot of things. Racist MF. Right? He did a lot of things to Russell Wilson. Now Russell Wilson, he's not one of those, he's an a-hole. Right? But fair is fair. Russell Wilson was not the problem. Nathaniel Hackett, had a terrible system. It's trash. Everybody could, worse than his father. Terrible. So Russell Wilson didn't have the opportunity to do what he wanted. Right? So it didn't work. Sean Payton came in, same thing. What has Sean Payton done since Drew Brees? Right? Drew Brees was the only one he allowed to do whatever he wanted. He didn't do that with Russell Wilson. He thought, hey, I'm going to come in and embarrass him, which is what he did. You will see the disrespect. It wasn't going to work. It was not going to work. right? Sean Payton, super racist. He wasn't gonna work. So they pay him. He waived his no trade clause. They pay him $84 million to go away. Cut. Peace out. And then the Steelers, shout out to Mike Tomlin, by the way. Mike Tomlin is the only coach, he never had a losing season, which is crazy. Crazy. Never. So Mike Tomlin said, hey, come over here. The same way Mike Tomlin got Justin Fields from the Bears. The Bears, Justin Fields showed everybody with the Bears he wasn't the problem. It was the management. The same way they treated Caleb Williams can be a good player. He put up the numbers. It's management. Lovie Smith was the only coach, was the one successful coach that they had. Won a Super Bowl, went to the playoff, and they fired him. So the entire organization don't know what they're doing. So that's that. But Russell Wilson came here to Pennsylvania with the Steelers, Mike Tomlin, and yes, Justin Fields, they were winning, but in terms of the deep bombs, those deep threats, deep balls, Justin Fields wasn't able to do that. But look at that. Russell Wilson came in. A lot of the fans didn't want him. There was conversation about him being traded to the Panthers. Right? He told Mike Tomlin, he said, look, if you haven't given me the opportunity to really show you what to play my game. Yes, you have Justin Fields, he's a good player, the kid is good. But you haven't given me the opportunity, which is what Russell Wilson told the Steelers organization. He told the organization, you have not given me the opportunity to play my game. You haven't done that. So yes, you could trade me to say, hey, it doesn't work. It didn't work. But you can't say it didn't work when I never had a true chance. So they give him a chance, and look at that. Look at that. So there's a possibility he might be going to the Super Bowl with them. And I would love to see that. Like, listen, I'm a Jets fan. The Jets trash right now. Aaron Rodgers trash. You know what I mean? Aaron Rodgers trash. I cannot wait for Mike Vrabel or Brian Flores. Now, you know what I mean? So, but I want Mike Tannenbaum to help Woody Johnson hire hire the Vikings, GM, and bring in Flores, right? Bring in Flores, but I know that the New York Jets gonna hire Mike Vrabel. They're gonna keep the OC. They're gonna promote the OC. You know what I mean? So and Woody Johnson are also trying to talk to Auburn to say, hey, what do you stay as a DC? But that's for Vrabel to decide that. But at the end of the day, shout out to Russell Wilson for doing what he's doing. Keep it up. You're doing an amazing job. And but for Mets fans, let me go back to the Mets fans. You know what I mean? Congrats to you. You overpaid for a player that the Yankees fleeced you to do. The Yankees knew he didn't want to stay there because they knew that all season he had those issues. And he kept asking, the ownership told him, no, we would not give your family or your chef access to our facilities. After hours, no. I mean, if something happened to them while on property, it's we're liable. We're not giving you access for your wife to log in on our computers to do whatever she got to do. We're not giving you access for her to make her phone calls, whatever. No, we're not doing that. This is what we're doing. This is what we're not gonna do. And he, and he told them, yes, I want to stay in New York, but he told his agent to talk to the Mets, right? And so he told the Mets, hey, I want to come, and they like, all right, let's work that deal. So the Yankee knew that, the Yankee knew he was talking to the Mets. So what they did, they offered him a deal for 16 years, $760 million. The Mets went crazy. Hey, let's give him 15. 15 years, 765, $75 million sign-on bonus. So you overpay for for a player that the Yankees knew that they were giving him. They were not. He wasn't gonna stay because the Yankee made the offer to him, knowing that because all he wanted was access for his family, right? And when they offered him the deal, he asked the Yankees, "Do my family get access?" And they told him no, knowing that he was going to take the deal. They did it on purpose. So him going to the Mets, it's okay. So it shows the fans, hey, all right, we tried. You know what I mean? They didn't want him. They did not want him. And like I said, I sent email to the Yankees. We should now be paying $60 million for a player, and you telling me those tickets? Nah, I didn't want to do that. So I'm glad they didn't do it. So for Yankee fans, we're not mad. We're not mad. We're actually glad that we didn't do it. We're actually glad about that. We didn't want that. You think we overpay for Soto? No. Go ahead. So for Mets fans, yes, you got him. Great. What you got to say to yourself when you having Juan Soto, who do you have on the ball club that's feared, that the pitcher's feared, that's gonna help him? Who do you have in the ball club that's gonna put up those numbers? You give him that contract, hoping he take you to the playoff, hoping he's average the same numbers. If you look at Juan Soto's career, he's not that player. His best numbers are with the Yankees. From 2018 to 2024. You look at 2019, I think 2018, whatever, I think he hit 22 home runs, something like that. 2019, he hit 35 home runs. But again, you gotta look at who he had on the team. Everywhere he's been, right? Everywhere he's been, there's a player on that team that was feared, and you know what I mean? Pitcher didn't want to deal with them, and so he benefited from that. So he hit 35 home run, with the Nationals, and even the Nationals, they offered him 15 years for $400-something million. They weren't trying to go crazy with that. They were like, nah, you know what I mean? You this is where your bracket is. It's like Derek Jeter was a good player, but can Derek Jeter carry the team? No, Derek Jeter was not the one carrying the team. He was there, but he wasn't carrying the team. You know what I mean? Anyway, man, sports talk. Like, subscribe, and share, man. It's been a while, so that's what it is. I'm gonna try to post at least, once every 2 weeks or so. It's difficult, but we're gonna try to do our best to post, to make things happen, and we'll see where we at. Anyway, man, sports talk. Like, subscribe, and share. Peace out.